Hey guys, welcome back to another video. You might be wondering, why is my computer box empty? Why doesn't it have a PSU and a GPU? And probably by the title you already saw, we're gonna be unboxing this. An MSI RX 570. A very good graphics card, especially suggested with people who cannot afford currently the newest RTX card. It still performs very good, and for most gaming needs, it's perfect. But you might be wondering why I don't have the power supply in the computer. I'm gonna put this aside. Well, long story short, my old power supply didn't have an external cable since this computer was running on a 1050 Ti. And it has started dying, so I wanted to buy a new one. So before we unbox this, let's connect the power supply. I think that would be the best option because all the wiring and all that, and the graphics card itself is quite big. So this one is a Xilence Redwing series. Exact model is XP500 RX 7. Oh, R7, sorry. And here you can see all the cables. Basically supports 2 hard drives. Here's the 6+2 pin, which is perfect if you have a graphics card that requires an 8 pin. Then of course there's other connectors. There's for the motherboard, 20+4 pin. So let's open the box. Oh, alright, it opens like this. This is a bit unprofessional, but my first unboxing video. So these are all the papers and the documents for the agreement and warranty. Here's warnings and all disclaimers from Xilence themselves. I'm gonna put this aside. You're gonna need to push the computer box to the side a tiny bit. Alright, it gives us a tiny bit more space to work with. Alright, gonna take out a fresh new power cable. And some might call me out for my unprofessional unpacking, but this is how it looks. Personally, this video has been taking ages. I've been wanting to record it for a very long time, but had some issues with there's tape. Yeah, I'm gonna just tear it open.
We can, like, cut it.
Oh, I already tore it open.
No, I mean the video.
Oh. Alright. So this is how it looks. Of course, the Redwing series, because mainly of the fan. And why did I take Xilence? Well, my girlfriend constantly complains that the computer's cooling is way too loud, especially for the old power supply. And this one is a bit more silent. Here's an pressed in logo. All nice and dandy, and it's gonna fit in with the case since everything in here is basically black. So yeah, gonna need to open this up. Gonna put this aside because these tend to help with the box with the whole cable management. So the toughest part is probably going to be placing it in. Alright, so have to look how the screws go. Alright. Trying to be careful not to bump anything too much. Alright, this is in. They gave a packet of fresh new screws. Luckily, all of the screw heads for at least my computer, and I think for most computers, are universal, so you don't have to change your screwdriver up too much. I just wonder where the fuck did I put mine? Oh, it's here. Alright, I'm gonna apologize again for the weird angle. It's mainly how I have positioned my cameraman, so the blame's on me. And yes, I'm operating a headlamp. Alright, gonna position the first screw in so it holds up at least somewhat tiny bit. Oh boy. This is very, very much uncomfortable.
You can start with the bottom ones.
Yeah, I'll start with the bottom ones, so I don't have to hold it up. My hands are a bit shaky since I'm quite tired after work. Alright, that should be tight enough. Let's go with parallel screwing. So I started with the bottom right corner, so I'm gonna go with the top left. Also, I've been taught to work with cars and all that. If you screw something in, go parallel. So that's already kind of a habit. Alright. That's nice and tight. The main reason why power supplies, personally by my thoughts, need to be nice and tight is because they hold most of the weight of the computer, honestly saying. So you don't want anything that heavy being flimsy inside of a computer, especially if you have more expensive components. Oh. Alright, so now all the wiring. I'm gonna have to turn the computer up and to the side so everything is visible. This is just for my top fan. I'm gonna turn the light to this side so I see. You'll see how everything comes through here. So fresh cables. Very much uncomfortable. And no, I have not built a computer for myself. I've only done a bit of this kind of work, mainly like building computers and such for friends of mine and help them out. So honestly saying, this is like also basically recording myself doing my first ever basically computer build. I of course cannot currently afford, with the whole current situation and all that, a full computer build. And to record it, I would record it, of course. It seems very fun and all that. Yeah, oh, there's another cable. This seems like an 8-pin, but oh, it's been pushed down. All right, so all of this big mess of cables, we've gotten them through. So we'll start connecting all of these together real soon. The first part I think should go for my hard drive. All right. be careful, of course, how you plug it in and all that. I'm gonna take this one. I have 2 of these cables. Sometime soon I might, of course, do another upgrade and place in a new hard disk. Alright, that has been plugged in. Next, so this wire has been occupied. This one is gonna stay behind currently. So many wires. Alright, this is for the graphics card. This doesn't seem to be that long as I at least hoped it to be. We're gonna move this through here like the previous power supply was. And we're gonna turn the computer struggles of cable management, eh? Some people will probably come at me and say I should have removed the motherboard. I'm very sorry. Alright. And there goes this. Of course, whilst plugging in, remember to check if it's tightly connected, and there should be no gap. Of course, there's no real way of showing it, but there shouldn't be a gap. Otherwise, you'll basically have very bad connectivity issues to your motherboard, and your computer might not even turn on, and some people might go into a panic, which, well, tends to cause some issues of people thinking the computer's broken and all that. Alright, the next cable. There should be a 4-pin. Oh boy, there's so many cables, man. Alright, these are gonna be behind. Alright, this kind of a wire that will go to the 12-volt connector in the front. It's tangled together with my graphics card wire. So, we're gonna get it back through here. I'm gonna turn the computer so it's visible. What are we doing here? Oh shit, my voice cracked. Oh, I think I booped the camera with my head. And this goes in this tiny small square at the top. Fuck. Forgot to squeeze down on the top. Yes, adore my hands, since that's the only clear thing visible in the shot. Ah, oops. My fuck up, I was trying to plug in the wrong cable. There you go. It should stand like that. And I'm gonna try to shine some light on it. Hope it's clearly visible. And yeah. Alright, so most of the cables have been plugged in. I'll move the graphics card's wires to the top, since they won't be long enough to move around, I think. Let's have a try. Oh. I'm sorry to rotate around so much. have to go through the top, sadly. There's gonna be probably a fair decent amount of cutting involved in this video, just because, personally saying, in real life I suck at cable management. There's fucking extension cords and all those wires just stuffed in a pile, hoping with my best hope of them not combusting. Alright. This is horrible, of course, but I'll do my best to manage with that. Now, I'm gonna connect the fan, which is a fair bit easy. I'm gonna turn around, and there should be a connector, which is just gonna go together like so. It's a simple connector. Oh, it's fully connected. There we go. We have a lot of loose wires, but hopefully y'all don't mind that. I'm not the best, as you can see. Closing the box will be... Oh, never mind. Thank you. Alright, so this is gonna basically sit like this, hopefully.
I'll help you.
Yeah. Anyways, on to the main part of the video. I'm gonna move this box aside. Alright, so here comes the graphics card. I know this has been torn open. As I said, tried to make this video a couple weeks back, and it didn't work out. My PSU didn't fit. So, this is an MSI Radeon RX 570. Its base clock rate is nearly 1300 megahertz. 8 gigabytes of VRAM, supports VR, and all that good stuff. Gonna put the anti-static. This is how the bad boy looks. There's a fair bit of heat sinks, these pipes on the top, which are for cooling. The ports are covered up, but here's a DVI port, there's an HDMI port, and a display port. I honestly still haven't found a monitor that uses DisplayPort. I'm gonna put it here on the side to look all nice and pretty. Here are the instructions of how to install it, but I didn't get a DVD with this. I basically have to go online and download the drivers. And they give a small comic book on how to install the drivers and correctly connect the graphics card, and I think it's adorable. For me, it just kind of reminds me of a tiny Charizard. So this is how you basically have to do it. I'll put to the next page. There you go. It basically shows all the proper connection ways and all that. And there we go. I'll put this on the side. And the thank you card from MSI for choosing their product. And, well, of course, here's a registration link for me to register the card that I have purchased it. I'm gonna put this aside. So, putting this bad boy into the computer. I'm gonna put the box on on the side. It's quite massive. Like, seriously. I can show a comparison real quick to a 1050 Ti. So this is a 1050 Ti. And this is the RX 570. Alright, this is not necessary. It's a bit currently unstable, mainly because there's unsorted cables in the back. So, it will go in like so. Oh. I'll quickly check this side. Oh, yep, there we go. Having a small issue with, there we go. Should be nice and secure. And where the hook is, there's a tiny switch. You should hear a click when it closes, and it's tightly secured. So off to the external power connector. This was the biggest bummer when I purchased this card. So these are the cables, and you simply plug those in. Here's Alright, this has been fully connected. This also has been connected.
Now, yes.
Alright, now everything has been finally connected.
Made you take the lamp.
I was just a bit of a dumbass, let's just say. Alright, so everything has been connected. There's loose wires everywhere, but
I think I can attach it to here. Don't. Just pushing this.
So yeah, this has been connected. Gonna put this back on my head so we can start arranged so we can start putting the wires. All right. My hands are shaky. I'm tired after work.
I'm not saying anything.
I'm just saying there's gonna be some people who are gonna probably mention that. This, sadly, I don't have anywhere to put. I might have a small cable thingy. No, it's a bit too small. I'll allow it to stay there. Now we're gonna go to the back, so we can close everything and such. The biggest part mainly keeping all the connectors out of the way of the cover. I'm gonna put this around here.
If you'll need to, you can cut it.
Do I have pliers anywhere around here?
Possibly.
But I think I can do a small thingy and just connect it through the case. Why does everything have to be so difficult at all times?
It's not that bad.
Getting everything tightly secure. I hope the rear cover is wider. This doesn't move. This is meant to be like so. All right, everything has been connected. So, off to the covers. Oh, I kind of forgot one thing, which is to secure the graphics card in place, and I just kind of moved everything on the table around. Thank you. Basically, a small thing here.
Nope.
There we go. All right, tightly secured here and to the case. I do apologize for not talking much. I'm a bit concentrated on not losing the screws since I don't have doubles of these. Oh. Now, I can move on to the case. I forgot to attach one of the hooks on the top, which caused the main issue. Why is it always that there's screws somewhere missing? I truly apologize once again. I'm a bit stressed out since this is first video of me actually doing stuff with my computer and all that. But since we're finishing up, and this is how we're looking. Not the prettiest sight, I know, but for a first time, I'd say it's good. Alright. Oh, my head got dizzy.
I don't think the bottom is. Yes, there you go.
No, the front wasn't.
Do you need help?
Yes, I thought you were helping me holding the corner. But, yeah, I need some help on the bottom, because that seems to pop out every now and then. Oh, okay.
It's something still.
Alright. Only thing that is required is now to screw in these screws. Messed up the directions?
Yeah.
No worries, for me it tends to happen as well. Alright. Thank you guys for watching this nightmare. And see you guys in the next video.